Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so today we are tackling a massive trap that so many online sellers fall into without even realizing it. We call it the e-commerce trap, and it basically happens when you completely drown your customers in a sea of options. I mean, you know the exact feeling, right? You jump online to buy something super simple, and suddenly you're just staring at 50 identical items, all with slightly different, completely meaningless buzzwords. And what happens? You end up buying absolutely nothing. So today, we're going to pull from some fantastic source material covering two seemingly completely different products, Bluetooth speakers and bathrobes, to show you exactly how the most successful merchants dodge this trap entirely. All right, let's dive straight into this masterclass framework. We're going to move quickly through 5 key pillars today: winning the e-commerce trust game, curating a simple product range, selling moments instead of specs, building pages that convert, and finally, pricing ladders and smart setup. These are straight from the playbooks of top sellers. So let's kick things off with Section 1, winning the e-commerce trust game and escaping the option trap. Because here's the real secret to all of this. Succeeding online isn't actually about the product itself. It's really about building trust and offering curation. To really get this, just look at the stark difference between a failing shop and a winning one. On the generic side, sellers rely on these totally hollow claims. They'll just shout HD sound for a speaker or soft fabric for a robe. And frankly, those phrases mean absolutely nothing to a buyer who's just staring at a flat piece of glass on their phone. But a strategic seller, they take a totally different path. They sell specific contexts. They label it a garden barbecue speaker or a winter comfort robe. Boom, immediate clarity, right? You instantly know if that product is for you, and that builds immediate trust.
Which flows perfectly into Section 2, curating a simple product range. This is all about structuring for success.
Look, if your shop sells literally everything under the sun, customers just subconsciously assume you're flipping random stock. To win, you have to look like a specialist, and here is exactly how you architect that using the rule of 3. Step 1. Start with your hero product. This is the big crowd pleaser, like a solid mid-sized speaker or a universally loved fleece robe. Step 2. Add an entry product. This is your accessible, highly giftable option, maybe a mini portable speaker or a lightweight waffle robe. And finally, Step 3. Bring in a premium upgrade. This is for the buyer who wants the absolute best, a rugged, water-resistant speaker or heavy luxury towel bundle. It makes your shop feel carefully curated and makes choosing a total breeze for the buyer. Okay, moving right along to Section 3, selling moments instead of specs. This is where we get into the psychology of context. We really need to shift the narrative here, because whether it's tech or loungewear, functional purchases are actually lifestyle upgrades. People are buying a better version of their daily routine. As our sources point out perfectly, don't sell sound quality, sell moments. When someone is looking for a Bluetooth speaker, they don't actually care about raw wattage metrics. They want a kitchen cooking playlist companion to hear over sizzling onions, or a travel speaker that actually fits in a bag. And it is wild how perfectly this lines up across completely different industries. Look at how selling electronics and selling laundry wear rely on the exact same psychological triggers. For that entry-level offer, the mini speaker or the light waffle robe, they're buying a gift. For the hero product, they want that sweet spot balance of sound or warmth. And for the premium upgrade, they're buying a highly specific, durable use case, like an outdoor speaker or an ultra-absorbent toweling robe. Honest context is literally what drives the sale, no matter what you're selling. And just like speakers sell by moments, robes sell by feel. Remember, your customer can't reach through their screen and touch the fabric. So your job is to describe the texture and the warmth so specifically that it practically leaps off the page. If you just say it's soft, well, buyers are going to assume it's cheap. You need to say things like lightweight, breathable, hotel-style texture, or maximum cozy warmth for winter lounging. Now let's get a bit tactical with Section 4, building pages that convert. Because a beautifully curated range is totally useless if your product page confuses the buyer. You have about 15 seconds to answer their questions before they click away. So here is your rapid-fire checklist to stop hesitation in its tracks. 1. Use a realistic battery life note or a clear warmth scale. Please don't just quote the maximum lab-tested numbers. 2. Plainly define splash-proof versus submersible. 3. Give clear size and weight visuals using scale photos. Put that speaker next to a coffee mug so we know how big it actually is. And 4. Include honest fit notes. A simple line saying, "Size up for a cozy gift fit" is absolute gold for a nervous gift buyer. I like to call this the honesty policy. Add a choose this if block, or just drop in a really honest disclaimer. Look, you've got to tell people that their new shower speaker is meant to be near the shower, not taking a bath with them. Or that a thick fleece robe is so intensely warm you could survive a winter power cut in it, but it's probably terrible for drying off right after a hot shower. Telling customers what a product is not good for actually builds massive trust and protects you from returns. So the crucial point here is that clearly defining the vibe attracts the right buyer and actively pushes the wrong ones away. Take that hotel at home vibe. If you describe your waffle robe or minimalist desk speaker as having a hotel at home vibe, you instantly pull in the buyer wanting a calm morning routine. And maybe more importantly, you politely redirect the buyer who is actually hunting for a massive tailgate party speaker. Let's wrap all of this together in section 5, pricing ladders and smart setup. This is where we go from a few neat listings to actually scaling effortlessly. If you want a literal chronological roadmap to your first major sales, here it is. Step 1, launch your hero product first and make that page flawless. Step 2, bring in those entry and premium variants. Step 3, create a simple comparison guide, literally just a chart showing who should buy which model to kill decision fatigue. Step 4, proactively collect real use reviews about things like battery life or softness. And Step 5, once that foundation is rock solid, you heavily market seasonal gift bundles, like a robe and slipper set for Mother's Day. But let's be real for a second. The technical execution can be daunting. The biggest roadblock is usually tech stress. Wrestling with website setup, variants, formatting size charts. It's a total nightmare that kills your momentum. But the sources highlight a really interesting alternative, done-for-you e-commerce platforms. Specifically, one called Make Local for Global, which takes this entire structured setup, your categories, your comparison charts, your bundles, and actually builds the whole thing for you. And the cost to completely remove that massive tech headache, just £99 a year. I mean, that is incredibly accessible for a professional setup. It literally means you can skip the frustration of coding and formatting entirely and just focus your energy on what actually moves the needle, curating your range, writing honest pages, and making sales. We have covered a lot of ground today, from escaping the option trap with the rule of 3 to building extreme trust with honest specs. But as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. Whether you're looking at your current shop or thinking about starting one, forget the technical jargon. Forget the generic buzzwords. Take a close look at your hero product and ask yourself this one question: what moment will you sell?